What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have got some slightly new content lined up. So this is a series I've had the idea for a little while. The idea here is that I take Pokemon that are kind of less used in the metagame, but I think have potential. Pokemon with like certain strengths that I think could make them viable, but maybe like one or two things that are just holding them back. Whether those strengths be like typings, move pools, stats, whatever. And I want to kind of delve into those Pokemon, what I think kind of their strengths and weaknesses are in the meta, what they're going for them, what's stopping them from being top tier, going over a couple of sets you could run on them, and then also building a team with them and doing a bit of testing with them at the end. So these videos are probably going to be kind of like half and half, like analysis and battling. I'll probably do like some analysis start, maybe 2 battles on ladder or something with the team that I have built. So that's kind of the idea of the series. The first edition, we are going to be focusing on Regidrago. Now, Regidrago, let's have a quick look at its Cerebi page. First thing to look at, its stats aren't that impressive. It's got okay natural bulk with 200 HP, but 50 and 50 in defenses are not fantastic. The one upside of having such polarized stats that it doesn't take a huge amount of investment in your defensive stats to make a big difference in how well you can take hits, if that makes sense. 80 speed isn't fantastic. 100 special attack normally wouldn't be great, but we'll get onto that in a second. So you're kind of thinking like, you know, Regieleki's, I think, second most used in the format at the moment or something like that. And this is pretty much the same Pokemon, but you swap speed for HP. So what's kind of really holding it back? Obviously, it's got the same ability as Regieleki, although for Dragon types. So it's got Dragon's Maw, increases the damage inflicted by Dragon type moves by 50%, which is insane. Like, every Dragon type move effectively just gets a free Specs boost, which is a huge damage increase, and it means that this thing hits insanely hard, especially with its signature move, which is Dragon Energy, which is basically just Eruption but Dragon type. So this move in combination with Dragon's Maw is insanely strong. This thing can one-shot neutral hits on even like moderately bulky Pokemon. Like a Helping Hand boosted Dragon Energy can kill Dusclops. It's a very large amount of damage output off neutral hits. Which is where the Dragon typing comes in, because Dragon defensively is an interesting type. Like, it's got 3 weaknesses in Fairy, Ice, and Dragon, and 4 resistances, which are Electric, Water, Ice, and Grass. So defensively it's decent, but offensively it's a very interesting type, because although it's only super effective on itself, it's only resisted by 2 types, which are Fairy and Steel, which means that it has neutral coverage at least against 16 of 18 types, which is insane. Especially for a Pokemon that hits so hard on a neutral hit that it can KO Pokemon hits neutrally. So I think that's kind of the big strength offensively. I think the biggest thing holding it back, first of all, is low speed is not fantastic. You need speed control support with this thing, or else it's not going to be able to hit Dragon Energies at max power. So whether that's like Tailwind, whether you run a Scarf on it, whether you put it next to something with max Airstream, I think you do need some kind of speed control with Regidrago to make it kind of do what it wants to, if that makes sense. It's also got no versatility. So if we look at its move pool, it's got some okay physical moves, but like frankly, with 100 in both offensive stats, the only moves that are hitting hard are Dragon moves because of Dragon's Maw. And I think with such good neutral coverage, there's very little reason to run anything other than Dragon moves. Like if you look at the special side, which is what you're going to be using mostly because of its signature move. On the special side, you've got Ancient Power as coverage, and then you've got Hyper Beam, and that is it. Those are your only special coverage moves. Are a 60 base power rock move and Hyper Beam. So it's very restricted in terms of what it can actually do. It's very one-dimensional. Like, kind of similar to Regieleki in terms of move pool, but the thing with Regieleki at least is because of its speed, you can get away with running screens, you can run like a fast offensive set with a Lecky with like Specs or something, you can pack a Magnet on it and make it a bit more versatile. Like, Eleki does have other options. Like, Eleki has a fast Electro as well, which is, I think, a big part of why it's so high up in the metagame at the moment. Whereas Regidrago just doesn't have those options. The other major thing that holds it back is fairy types, obviously, because with only dragon moves, it literally can't hit fairy types. Steel types are kind of okay, honestly, because like even on resisted hits, steel types are taking a fair bit of damage from its dragon moves. But fairies obviously take nothing, and the biggest issue in particular is Tapu Fini, because Tapu Fini sets up Misty Terrain when it switches in, and Misty Terrain halves the power of dragon moves against grounded opponents, which, on a Pokemon that only has dragon moves, is a nightmare. And given that Tapu Fini is currently sat at... where's the... Oh, it's Tapu Fini. Yeah, Tapu Fini is at 55% usage at the moment. Over half of teams are running Fini, which is kind of insane. But that holds Regidrago back a lot. Fini, like, hard counters this thing. Because, one, it can't get hit. Like, Regidrago cannot hit Tapu Fini for any reasonable damage. And Fini will kill it with a Moonblast or whatever. And also, the Misty Terrain means that Regidrago can't really hit everything around Tapu Fini that hard either. So in the process of building the team around Regidrago, I've had to be very conscious of that. So the sets you're going to see on this thing, most likely, they're all just offensive sets. But you can't run this thing defensively. There's nothing in its move pool that lets you do that. You're probably going to be seeing the same moves on it constantly. Dragon Energy, Dragon Meteor, Dragon Pulse, Hyper Beam, Dragon Energy, massive spread move. I mean, if you're running Regidrago, you're running Dragon Energy. There's no other reason to run it over other dragon types. Draco Meteor, powerful single target move if you've taken a hit or whatever. Or you want a slightly more long-term solution. If you imagine you're going to take a hit before you can get an attack off, you can go Draco Meteor over Dragon Energy just to nuke something. Dragon Pulse, similar all to Draco Meteor, except it doesn't drop your special attack. And then Hyper Beam, just because you're running out of moves. You could run Ancient Power in this slot as well. It's kind of a matter of preference, I think. And then, yeah, you're probably mostly going to see like Timid Max on this thing, just because it needs to go as fast as it can to be able to get Dragon Energies off. And then same with Scarf here, same moveset for the same reason. And then, yeah, again, timid nature and a choice scarf, you can outspeed Dragapult, which is kind of useful. So that's definitely worth noting. Do you outspeed Pheromosa? Which hit you 222? With a scarf? How fast does Pheromosa go? One sec. I mean, Pheromosa is not that relevant, but like it's the fastest thing in the format that's good. Yoink. And Timid, no, it's going to be 2d4, 2d3. Okay, so you do underspeed Pheromosa. But, yeah, you outspeed Dragapult with the Scarf set. You can hit it with a Dragon move before it moves. And then the third set is Dragon Fang. The reason you run Dragon Fang over Life Orb is because Life Orb will make your Dragon Energy weaker over time, just because you're taking chip damage, so I don't think it's worth it. I think Dragon Fang is more worthwhile. This is the set that I'm using on my team today. I've fiddled around with the EVs a little bit. It's not that relevant. I've just got max modest. 2 top speed EVs means it can outspeed anything base 120 or less if they're at -1 or you're at +1. Although, am I running anything the team that actually accommodates that? No, I'm not. I'm not running anything on the team that lets me deal with that. Yeah, sorry, I went through a couple of iterations on this team. I had an Airstream user on the team originally at one point, but I got rid of that. Okay, so this spread... Okay, if you're running it next to an Airstream user, then this spread could be kind of useful for that. And then the defensive EVs, it's not really worth investing in HP ever on this thing because its HP stat is so high in the first place. But I'm just putting it there because I've got leftover EVs. 36 special defense, 4 HP, lets it live a max special attack Fini Moonblast. I mean, you don't want to take on Fini in the first place, really, but like it's a hit. You can live if you want to smack the partner for some damage. And then 4 defense and 4 HP means that a max Regidrago, which you can do with Dragon Fang, you can max this thing. Yeah, with max Regidrago, you can live a Life Orb max Dragon from Dragapult, which is something. You could also run Hyper Beam on top of instead of one of these moves on this set if you wanted to, if you're planning on maxing Regidrago commonly, just because that gives it the option to go for like Max Strike which could let the speed EVs come into play. But like, it's up to preference. Honestly, the damage output is really quite underwhelming if you do that. So the team that I am using is I've gone Regidrago, Metagross, Whimsicott, Indeedee, Rotom Heat, and Nihilego. So Regidrago, obviously, I've gone over that. Biggest issues, like I said, Tapu Fini and Steel types that resist it. We've got Metagross with Assault Vest to deal with Fini. I've gone Assault Vest so that I can run Psychic Move on it, because normally you run Iron Head, Ice Punch, Stomping Tantrum. It also makes it a better check to Tapu Fini, because Tapu Fini is a special mon. So a Max Metagross lets me change terrain, Indeedee lets me change terrain. So if Misty Terrain goes up, Regidrago isn't entirely useless. And then pretty standard moveset on this thing. Again, Indeedee to change terrain. I needed something to change terrain. If you're running Regidrago, I think you need a terrain setter next to it, just so you can get rid of Misty Terrain. Rillaboom also works quite well, I think, if you're trying to partner up something like that with it, because Rillaboom handles Tapu Fini pretty easily. But I quite like the ability to redirect and to have the double Psychic lead with Metagross and Indeedee. Then Whimsicott, like I said, you need speed control, I think, next to this thing. I've just gone for a pretty standard Whimsicott set. Fake Tears next to this many special attackers, super useful. Like, Fake Tears Dragon Energy will KO pretty much anything if it's not Dynamaxed, even if it's a resisted hit. Moonblast also takes care of Urshifu, which is a bit of a problem for this team, because obviously got Dark Weakness, Rotom Heat is kind of meh against it. Nihilego outspeeds, but like, doesn't really want to take a hit. Regidrago doesn't really want to take it in the first place, so having something to deal with Urshifu is super useful there. Rotom Heat to deal with Steel types, particularly Metagross, because Metagross I can't Fake Tears it, which is a problem, because most Steel types I can get through just by going Fake Tears and Dragon Energy. But I can't do that, so I needed a hard check to Metagross, which is what Rotom does. And also I have Indeedee Rotom as a potential like follow me nasty plot lead, just to set Rotom up. And then lastly, Nihilego. Nihilego deals with Tapu Fini pretty well. It also deals with the Rotom forms quite well, because my team is at the moment very weak to particularly Rotom Heat. Because like Regidrago is the only thing of... Well, Regidrago and Metagross can both hit it for good damage, but Metagross doesn't really want to take on Rotom Heat. Indeedee doesn't do that much against it. Rotom can't really hit it very hard, so I need something for that. Nihilego takes that on pretty well. I also considered Terrakion in this slot, because I'm a little bit weak to Tyranitar. But I just quite liked the idea of Nihilego for the poison coverage against Tapu Fini. So that's the team. Yeah, I'm just going to do a couple of test games on ladder now with this, just to see how it fares in an actual game scenario. I've done a bit of testing with this, and it's been okay. It's just a case of like whether you can position Regidrago okay. But we will see how this goes. Let me just change my audio over quickly. There you go. Right, let's go with the Regidrago team. So I'll probably play a couple of battles, like one or two, just to give you kind of a demonstration of how I think this thing can work. Okay, here we got first. This actually looks like a really good Regidrago game. There's not a single Dragon Resist on this team. And no redirection. I think I can KO Porygon. Let me check. Can I KO Porygon? Can I KO Porygon 2 with Fake Tears Dragon Energy? Because I feel like I can. Do I have time to calculate? Probably not. I'm gonna trust in this thing. I trust that this thing can kill it with Dragon Energy. I kind of like a Women's Regidrago lead here, honestly. What stops that? I mean, Venusaur could be a problem for that, I guess, but I can Taunt Venusaur if it wants to put me to sleep. I liked Nihilego into Sun, I don't like it into Landorus, though. Or Urshifu, for that matter. Metagross I don't think comes here. There's a Firemon, there's an Urshifu, there's a Lando, I don't think this is a Metagross game. Rotom and Nihilego are both pretty good against Sun. Rotom I think just matches up better against the rest of the team slightly. So I think I want to go Rotom here, and then Indeedee? They have no terrain. Is redirection that useful here? Not really. Maybe Rotom Nihilego. I guess Indeedee helps me if they get Trick Room up, just to stall. Nihilego is the only thing I have in the back that outspeeds Urshifu. Maybe I do go Nihilego here then, actually. Let's try this. I think I should be able to stop Trick from going up in the first place, but just in case I can't, I think this covers most of my options. We will see. The other Pokemon I considered having that last slot set Nihilego with Dragapult, and I think I tested Galarian Zapdos a little bit, but I don't know, it didn't work out that well for me. Can I just Tailwind Energy here? I feel like I can just Tailwind Dragon Energy, can't I? Or I could move... No, I don't want to take a hit with Regidrago if it's Sash Urshifu. I want to be able to get a Dragon Energy off before it can hit me. So I'm just going to Tailwind and Dragon Energy here. This will let me absolutely chunk the Torkoal as well. Okay, they protect Torkoal, which makes sense. What are they going for with Urshifu then? Are they going for a Sucker Punch into Regidrago? That would make sense. But then next turn I can just go for Moonblast and... oh no. They just go Dragon Energy. Regidrago will live this hit, for sure. And this will put this down to Sash if it's Sashed. Yoink. Yeah, okay. So next turn I can just go Moonblast and Draco into Torkoal. Wicked Blow, that'll be into Regidrago, but I'll live this. Because Regidrago does actually have deceptively good natural bulk. The other option I have is I can Protect, because I don't want to get hit by Sucker Punch here. So I could Moonblast Urshifu and Protect. Does that make sense? I don't really want to... Do I want to save Regidrago? Like, I'm in a good position for Nihilego to go off here, so I'm actually going to switch Regidrago into Nihilego and Moonblast the Urshifu. Like, I'm not scared of Nihilego taking a hit from Torkoal. And this lets me set Nihilego up. So I feel like this is going to be Sucker Punch. Urge Protect. Okay, so I could have just gone for the Draco Meteor there, but I still think I'm in a good position. This is probably, I guess, Heat Wave, like Burning Jealousy, something like that. Yeah, it's just Heat Wave. Okay, this will do nothing to Nihilego. Don't burn me. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Oh, I didn't enjoy that. Maybe I try and set up Rotom here, actually. Wait, no, I have a better idea. And my better idea is to hit things with Nihilego. Can I live a Sucker Punch? I don't know if I can. Because this thing is frail as hell. I feel like I probably can't. Nihilego. I may have to max to live a Sucker Punch here. Against Urshifu. Sucker Punch does... Oh no, I do live a Sucker Punch. Okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to T-Bolt the Ursh, and I'm just going to Meteor Beam this boy. They probably protect their Torkoal here, so maybe I should have... Yeah, I should have gone for... I could have gone for Ooze, actually, into... Yeah, my best play there was Ooze into... That's such an obvious play. I should have gone... Yeah, Ooze into Urshifu and... Nasty Plot there, because that would have put my Rotom at +3, my Nihilego at +2, and Dynamaxed. Yeah, that was dumb. That was a dumb play. Oh well. Ursh goes down, which is one of the bigger threats to my team gone. How many do I have left of Tailwind? I think none. That burn really screwed me up. Oh, that burn super screwed me over. Lando comes in, okay. Do I think this is Scarf? I've got one more turn of Tailwind, haven't I? Yeah, so I'll outspeed this. Does Torkoal switch? Nothing wants to come in on a Power Gem though, does it? No, absolutely nothing comes in on a Power Gem here. So I think my best play is honestly to Can I max Rotom and overheat the, like, max flare the thing? I don't mind that, and then just go for a power gen into Torkoal. They might max their Lando here, but if they don't, I think they're in a good position. Because like a max flare and Sun from max special attack Rotom will definitely take this thing out if it's... So they do max, okay. Makes sense. Torkoal's going to go down here, but I'm going to lose my Nihilego. The thing with them maxing here, though, is that they can only now hit one of my Pokemon, which I think works in my favour. Although this sets up very badly for a Regidrago backhand, honestly. Okay, Power Jump goes off. I should have doubled into the Lando in hindsight. Because, like, what's Torkoal doing to me here? I'm playing this game really badly. It's annoying because the team definitely had the capacity to win here, but I just played really bad. Well, actually, Rotom could still win this. That's Assault Vest. And they go Rockfall. That tells me they're going into Rotom here. Okay, so they let Nihilego live. Isn't that fine for me? Because now there's no more Sun. And Nihilego outspeeds Landorus. Is my opponent just messed up here? I do lose Tailwind. Who's the last Venusaur, I guess? It's a Lecky. Oh, it's a Lecky. Okay. That makes things difficult. So I do lose Nihilego here. I mean, they just go, what, Electro Web and Rockfall into Rotom again, don't they? Or even Volt Switch and Rockfall into Rotom. Yeah, I lose. I lose here. I played this so badly. Can I get rid of a Lecky here? And protect my Nihilego? No, that's not going to work, is it? Unless I'm slower than... If I'm faster than Lando somehow, this could potentially do something. But yeah, this was very poorly played. Yeah, the T-Bolt's Nihilego. Am I faster? No. I played this so badly. I had so many opportunities to do better than that. Like, I should have just left Torkoal on the field. Torkoal was not a threat to me in the slightest. I could have gone for +1 Power Gem and then Sun boosted Max Flare into Landorus and actually put it in range of some attacks. Yeah, I lose now. I don't know if this is necessarily a team issue. I think I just played this one badly. Do I have a win con? No, they just doubled into me. I lose. I can't win this. If I protect both, still up no, because then they could just Earthquake and kill both my mons. I'd need a triple protect on Nihilego, which seems unlikely. I could double protect here and hope that they go for... I don't get the double, okay. I was going to say, if I double protect here, hope they go for the protect Earthquake next turn. That's T-Bolt. I don't feel like I might expect. I mean, they've got no reason not to Rock Slide, there's the thing. Ah, well. Oh, and they Airstream, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Airstream's a good play there, because it means that I am... No, that doesn't matter. Yeah, that means I outspeed my Nihilego regardless. Yeah, one issue I've had with this team in testing is that I've struggled to maintain speed control all the time, which is why I had an Airstream user in the last slot for most of it. I'm so Lando weak, aren't I? Maybe I should try Galarian Zapdos in that slot. I'm going to try it with Zapdos, and I'm going to see what happens. I did not expect to be switching teams mid video here, but we're going to see what happens. That was actual serious. Let's try this. Alright, I'm sorry, now you go. You're dead. You're gonna get some live editing here. Bear with. Cool. There you go, big zap. Bring him down. Stick him in here. There you go. Oh. Graphic design is my passion. Okay. Let's give it a go with Zapdos and see what happens. So I think having a way to try and maintain speed control once I've got Tailwind up would be useful here. I think that's an issue I've had a lot of the time when I've been testing this team. I do kind of like the core 4 of like Metagross, Whimsicott, and BDE Regidrago. Yeah, it's the last 2 slots that are kind of a problem. Nino, what's he got? Okay, we've got Feeny. Yeah, so this is the kind of matchup that makes Regidrago bad, is the thing. Like, they've got speed control, they've got Trick Room, they've got terrain. They don't have redirection, but they do have Fake Out. Do I need to stop and get... I kind of need to stop and get Trick Room up, do I? I don't hit a Zapdos back end, but I'm so weak to Regieleki now. Christ. Am I doing BDE Regidrago? No, I can't do that. I'm slower than most Feeny, but if they have back end Feeny, then I lose. I don't think I can bring Regidrago to this, is the problem. Like, I just don't think Regidrago works against this kind of team. I'm very hamstrung here. Is Zapdos any good? Zapdos is the only thing I have that outspeeds Ursh. Well, apart from Whims. I could go and BDE Whimsicott, because that would guarantee that I could stop them getting Trick Room up, which could be useful. I honestly don't hate that. I want Metagross here for Feeny. Do I want Rotom? Yeah, I need Rotom for the horse. Okay, well, all that faff about adding Zapdos to the team, and I don't bring it, or Regidrago. I may do one more battle after this just to see if I can get Regidrago to actually do something. But like, kind of Glastria Finny teams, just destroy it. Is the long and short of it. Oh, this is such a bad lead for me. I guess I could just Moonblast the Ursh, but I have no switch-ins. Like, they can just go for Wicked Blow into Indeedee and I lose. Although, Ursh on these teams are often Choice Band, aren't they? So maybe I could get away with it. I'm going to Moonblast into Ursh. I don't need to Helping Hand here, do I? I guess I can just try and go for some damage on... Or do I want Tailwind up? Maybe Tailwind's actually more sensible here. I really don't hate setting up Tailwind. I don't KO Urshifu this turn, but it means I'm set up to do a better job against it next turn. What about that long game? Let's get some damage on the Lucky. Okay, Tailwind goes up. So this is probably back-end Trick Room from them, which means I think they're going to have Glastria. And as such, I need to be careful to preserve my Rotom. Wicked Blow, so that's a dead Indeedee. Well done, Indeedee did nothing. I was considered swapping out Indeedee for something like Clefairy and adding Rillaboom to somewhere on the team as my terrain setter, but Do I mean Rotom or Metagross here? I feel like Rotom's better, but I kind of need to preserve Metagross, is the issue. Sorry, I need to preserve Rotom. If I can get some Steel Spikes on Metagross, actually, that's pretty useful. And they can't slow my Metagross down. So I'm very tempted to just double on the Urshifu this turn. I'll just go for Moonblast here, and I could go for Quake, actually, just to give myself a better matchup against... what's it called? Like a Tapu Fini in the back, or the Regidrago that's right in front of me here. Because if they don't protect here, then they're dead, even if they're Sash. This means that if they aren't protect, or they aren't Sash, rather, sorry, and they don't protect here, then I kill them with a Moonblast and I get a Quake into a Lecky. Or if they are Sash, I just break their Sash. Okay, I get a 3 damage with Fini, which I like to see. I may have to play to preserve Whimsicott here, weirdly. It's now my only answer to Urshifu. I'm very happy with the double up into Fini, though, here. Game audio too loud. Now, turn it down a bit. T-Bolt into Metagross, I take that pretty well because I'm AV. I get a Quake. That's pretty good damage into Fini there. Okay, very fine. I am going to switch in my Rotom and Quake the Alecki now, because I just want Alecki gone. It's annoying me. And like Fini is under threat here, so I think Fini probably takes some kind of defensive action. I guess I could go for Muddy Water, which I would not enjoy, but I will get a Quake boost on Rotom before I get the chance to. So it's not the end of the world. T-Bolt. Rotom. Oh, that's so much damage. That is a very large amount of damage. What are they doing with Fini here, then? Because I could have just killed it with a Steel Spike. Okay. Lecky's dead, which is good. That thing's very irritating. That means my Whimsicott is definitely the fastest thing now. Because Regidrago is the only thing that really slow my Whims down. They just go for Muddy here? No, they go for Moonblast. Okay, so they were really focusing on that Whimsicott. Jesus. No special attack drop? Nice. Wait, no, Berry goes before special attack drop, isn't it? Does it? I don't know, but no special attack drop either way. Which works out nicely. So now I can T-Bolt with Fini. Does Urshifu come back in here? Ah, it probably does, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. And I have one more turn of Tailwind? So what I can do here is I can break a Sash on this thing for sure. Does a T-Bolt probably kills Fini from here, doesn't it? I'm max special attack. And I'm just gonna... Steel Spike or Quake here? Steel Spike get more damage, but I don't think I need damage on Urshifu. I just need to break a Sash. Maybe on the back. Actually, it's probably Glaster in the back, so the Steel Spike boost could be useful. Yeah, I'm just going to Steel Spike the Ursh and take out the Fini here. Ursh protects, okay. So I break a Sash on it through Protect here, which is useful. Fini also protects. That is a problem. Okay, Sash broken on Ursh. I think just double on Fini this turn, honestly. Because Urshifu can only kill one of my Mons, and Fini Fini might have to be Rotom. It depends on how much speed I have. They have, but I do have a Quake boost. Do I leave Fini on the field and go for a nasty plot here? Oh, if I've gone for a plot, that would have been sick. No, I think I just T-bolt it. And also Iron Head it. It is worth noting that they have left... they have their Dynamax still, which is a problem. Wicked Blow, it's probably into Metagross, I'd guess. Oh, no, okay. I think I'm okay with that, actually. Okay, they're faster, but they can't burn me. That does nothing. Iron Head comes out. Yoink. That doesn't kill. Okay. Earthtree switches or protects here. I think there's no way it doesn't. So I'm just going to do this. Do I need to do this? Is it worth taking this risk to... Because, like, Skull can't burn me. It's not going to take out... it could put Whimsicott in Sucker Punch range, though, is the problem. Which is what I'm scared of. Yeah, so I'm going to Moonblast the Fini here. I guess I'd Iron Head the Ursh. But this has got to be Protect. Yeah, okay. Easy reads. Moonblast Fini. Okay. I want to say Glastrier is probably the last Pokemon, but that could be a problem. Because I really don't want to set off a policy on Glastrier. It is Glastrier, okay. I don't have my Rotom anymore, which explains why they went after Rotom, but I've got a Steel Spike boost on Metagross, which isn't the worst case scenario. I'm just going to do this, and like I said, I don't want to set off a policy. I'm just going to Zen Headbutt the Glastrier here. Yeah, I did going to lose to this, though. Too soon with the Glastrier. Maybe I should have played more carefully with my Rotom. Look at the Sucker Punch. That makes sense. Yeah, Metagross dies now. That's a good move. I did kill the Urshifu at least, but... Zen Headbutt does... Oh, that does nothing. What the heck? Glastrier is too strong. That is a stab move from a Metagross on a Glastrier with no boosts. This thing is far too bulky. Who the fuck designed Glastrier? I mean, Iron Head Crit doesn't kill me here. Sorry, it doesn't kill them here, so I lose. Jesus Christ. Actually, was it? I want to see if it was policy. Sorry, I'm just wasting time, but... Who the hell designed Glastrier? This thing's broken. Like, giving a Pokemon with friggin' 100, 110, like 130, 110 defenses, 145 attack is stupid. Like, imagine if they'd given Cresselia 145 special attack. That is roughly what this is comparable to. And then also gave it, like, a special Moxie. That's what they've done here. How does it take that little from a super effective hit from a Metagross? I am max attack adamant Metagross. This thing is 130 base attack. Oh my god, Glastrier is so stupid. What a dumb Pokemon. Who designed Glastrier? And why did they make it so fucking strong? I mean, it's a good call for my opponent to not bring Trick Room there, knowing that I could stop it. And I think I did commit too hard to trying to stop Trick Room going up. I guess I could have led Zapdos and Wims there. Would have also worked. 'Cause then if I'd led Incin, then they would have given me a Defiant boost, and I could have just gone for Taunt and Thunderous Kick, and I would have killed either Instant or Stop. I would have either killed Instant or stopped Trek from going up. God. Okay, 0-2. Okay, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Come on, give me someone. I've been somewhat unimpressed by Regidrago so far. Please. Regidrago can come to this one. Regidrago can definitely come to this one. I need my own Whimsicott. I think I want Zapdos back end. Finally, it's useful. And Rotom? I don't have Rotom. What am I scared of? There's no terrain, so I don't necessarily need a DD here. Urshifu could be a problem. Well, I've always got Zapdos here, so I don't think Urshifu's that much of an issue. And then I think I want Metagross just to give me a better switch into Whimsicott in the lead. I don't need Rotom that much. The only thing Rotom really has a better match, well, it has a better match against Blacephalon. But I mean, AD Metagross can take it from Blacephalon anyway. Yeah, I think I'll play Metagross here. Let's do this. Although we may end up in the horrible situation where we just play who wins the speed tie in the Whimsicott lead. Because generally I think in the Whimsicott Ditto lead, it's best to go for a Taunt on the opposing Whimsicott. Whimsicott and Ursh, I guess? Oh no, Blacephalon. I think just go Blacephalon there. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to get a chance to Dragon Energy here, which is irritating. Do I need Dragon Energy though? Not hugely. I don't have any safe switch-ins to the two of these in conjunction with each other. So I'm just going, oops, to, yeah, I'm going to explode this thing, and I'm going to Taunt the Whims. Oh, wait, isn't that better for me? And I win the speed tie. Let's go. It's Mental Herb Whimsicott. Of course it is. Oh my god. And they crit me. I give up. I give up on Regidrago. This thing's useless. I can protect here, I guess. And taunt their Whimsicott again. I don't think they double my Whims here just because they're scared of me hitting them with a Draco Meteor. And they don't know I have Protect. Most Regidrago don't. And they win this speed tie. Of course this is the speed... Oh wait, no. Yeah, it must be a speed tie. Of course this is the speed tie that they win. And then what, Mind... No, they're not going to go for Mind Blowing, yeah, just Heat Wave. Watch them burn my Whimsicott as well here. Oh, they missed my Whimsicott. That's good. Okay. Okay. This is not unwinnable. They're going to go Heat Wave and Moonblast into my Regidrago. That's the only option they really have here. I can't switch in on that. Do I just sack Metagross here, or do I sack Regidrago? I kind of prefer having Regidrago. No, I don't. Maybe I do. Maybe I just sack Metagross here. And then break the Sash and Whims. Oh, and I can set my own Tailwind, can't I? Yeah, I'm going to set Tailwind. Oh my god. I'm actually trying to Tailwind over them, and I have a Zapdos in the back, which can do some work. Moonblast will do like 0. Oh, they double on my Whims. I mean, they had no reason not to, did they? Metagross dodges. That's big. That's big. Okay, Whims goes down. Now I can bring in Zapdos. It just starts spamming Airstream. Oh, they have Base Boost. That's terrifying. That's so terrifying, I don't like it. Do I want to break Whimsicott Sash, or do I want to... Yes, I do want to break Whimsicott Sash, don't I? Oh, no, Whimsicott doesn't have a Sash. I don't need to. Do I just sack Metagross here? I think I might do. Yeah, Regidrago sucks. In comes Regidrago. I'm just going to airstream the Blacephalon. But like Zapdos goes down to... Does Zapdos go down to Moonblast Heat Wave here? It probably does. Why am I weak to Blacephalon of all things? Oh my god, Regidrago sucks. I was about to say I was doing Final Showdown when I was testing this, but I realised that when I was on Showdown I was like mid-level ladder, because I haven't actually played on Showdown enough this season to get my rating up to anything that's particularly stellar. Come on, Zapdos, I believe in you. Oh, okay. Drop special attack? Oh, please. Of course they have Hypnosis. Why wouldn't you have Hypnosis on that thing? And why wouldn't you just hit your blind Hypnosis? Why would you not Heat Wave there? I guess they're scared of a policy. Get out of here. Wait, was that Sash? That was Sash, I'm gonna cry. And now my Regidrago's asleep. Yeah. Okay, now faster than everything on my opponent's team, so I'm just gonna... I'm gonna stay asleep this turn. Literally doesn't matter what I do, I'm just gonna Quake the Blacephalon. Okay, get yoinked. I cannot believe they just went for it and hit a blind Hypnosis there. That's so dumb. Moonblast, please drop my special attack. Thank you. Then we'll Taunt. Ah, they get another turn of Tailwind. Shit. That was poorly timed. They're bringing Cart. Why is Cart the switch in there? Do I not just flatten that thing? Surely a +2 Max Knuckles is going to do an absolute chunk to that. I should double on the Cart here, I think. They go big, but like... Do they max guard? Oh, they're probably max guarding, aren't they? But if they Tailwind max guard, I don't think I have a better move here anyway. Oh my god. Oh, no max guard? Okay. So I will hit this with a Max Knuckle. Please wake up, Regidrago. Never mind. Don't bother. We're good here. I mean, it would still be nice if this thing woke up, but... Oh my god, Regidrago, you suck. I've got no more Tailwind. It's all on Metagross. I lose. I lose. I lose. I lose. I lose. Unless I can stall out the Tailwind here. Can I stall out the Tailwind? We'll just stall out 3 more turns and kill their Whimsicott. No, I can't. Maybe? I'm going to switch Zapdos into Metagross. Does that die to a second? Probably not. Moonblast will do like 3 damage. Oh, they did it the right way around. Yeah, okay. My opponent made a sensible play. Wait, they went for close combat? I would have won! I could just Brave Bird the Urshifu and won. Close combat probably would have killed, actually, wouldn't it? But why wouldn't you go for Wicked Blow there? I don't understand any of that. I mean, I guess we pray that they do something stupid here. I hate it here. Regidrago is trash, don't use Regidrago. It's just, yeah, there's so much going against it in the meta at the moment that it's just so difficult to actually make it do anything. The only thing that this last game convinced me is that Zapdos is actually kind of a threat if you surround it with things that aren't Regidrago. Which is interesting because Zapdos is one of the Pokemon I was potentially going to cover later on in this series. But yeah, to wrap up, Regidrago's not very good. If you just look at the meta at the moment, though, like, it doesn't take a genius to see that it's going to struggle. Like, if you look at the top, like, however many, top 4 or 5, or actually, let's just look at the top 10, for example. Tapu Fini, hard counters it, stops it doing damage to everything around it. Like, awful matchup, it's on half of teams, Regidrago just, like, instantly loses this thing. Regieleki would win a 1v1, but, like, Regieleki means that it's just so hard to get speed control with Regidrago. Landorus, I think, honestly, just kind of beats it in the 1v1, outspeeds it, can hit it with, like, Max Quake or something if it wants to. Or if it's a Scarfer, it can hit it with Earthquake before a Scarfer Regidrago can move. Incin, kind of a fine matchup, although Regidrago doesn't often like Dynamaxing, so it's weak to Fake Out. Urshifu, again, kind of okay, but Urshifu outspeeds and just hits it with, like, a Wicked Blow or whatever. Glastria, awful matchup, you don't win that. Metagross is also a terrible matchup, you don't win that one either. Kartana, AV Kartana, I'm pretty sure would beat this thing. Galarian Moltres, I'm pretty sure would also beat this thing, just because this thing's got a monster special defense stat. Dusclops, Rillaboom, meh. I think you probably beat Rillaboom at last. I mean, Cress is not a great matchup because it'll never hit an Ice Beam you. Rotom's a good matchup at last. Thundy's not good because it can Airstream you and you probably don't kill it in one hit. Pult's a bad matchup unless you're Scarf. Like, it's just, like, Amoonguss is kind of fine, Tornadus is fine, Mamoswine's a bad matchup, you can just Ice Shard you, T-Tar's a bad matchup because you can't do that much to it when it's got Sandstream up. Stack is a bad matchup because it resists Steel moves and can resist Dragon moves and can kill you. Steel is a bad matchup because it resists Dragon moves and can kind of kill you. Nihilego doesn't take that much because it's huge special defense, can outspeed you, can set up Sand for itself. Like, it's just, like, Whimsicott, bad matchup. I've skipped, like, 3 Pokemon in that entire thing. I think, like, it's got such bad matchups against everything in the top end of the metagame at the moment. You need speed control to make it work, but you also need to have a way to maintain speed control. But, like, even if I was Scarf Regidrago in any of those games, then I don't think that would have worked, because, like, I would have been stuck into Dragon Energy if I pressed that, and if I don't Oko, then it loses all its power. Like, yeah, I just don't think that this thing's very good in this current metagame. It was interesting to test it, and just kind of see what it's up to. But my conclusion is, this thing's bad, don't use it. Or if you are going to use it, like, be ready for it to not do as much as you want it to. I guess maybe you could try and run it with Specs or something. But, like, yeah, I just don't. I don't think it's that great. It just takes so much work from the teammates to actually make it do well that I kind of don't think it's worth it. Like, there are better dragon types. Like, if you want a dragon type, you can use, like, Dragapult's a good dragon. Salamence is decent. Dragon Vision is a dragon type, let's be honest. Dracovision likes being a dragon defensively, but it never uses it offensively. Actually, what dragon types even are there in the meta at the moment? Garchomp's okay. Wow, there are so few dragons going around. Oh, I guess because Feeny exists. Yeah, I guess if you really want a dragon type and you don't want Dragapult, you could maybe use this thing, but, like, I'm not convinced by it. I personally am not a fan, and I probably will not use this thing again. Although in that one game with Zapdos did a lot of work. Took hits from wins surprisingly well. So I'm definitely going to consider using that one in the future. Yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Hopefully that gave you a bit of insight into what Regidrago does/doesn't do particularly well. And it's a bit of a longer one, but hopefully it's worth it. Like, it's I think a pretty good mix of like analysis and battling. So yeah, that is everything for this one. I'll maybe try and get one of these out a week or something. I'm going to try and make the YouTube presence a bit stronger, as well as streaming on Twitch, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's all from me for now, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.